Hi friends, I hope you all are doing great. It's me, Nikki, here to share with you my tips on how to organize your memorabilia. So let's get started. So friends, one of those things in our homes that really can frustrate us is our memorabilia. It comes in so many different forms, from the kids' artwork to photos to all of those awards and plaques that you get. Especially if you're a military family, you know what I'm talking about. You can get just overwhelmed with stuff. And not only is this stuff, but it's sentimental stuff, so it makes it difficult to part with. And so I want to share with you some tips on how you can really organize these types of things and really keep it down to what you love. So the reason we're in this room is that you know that I recently refreshed this room. It's kind of like our home library per se, but this is where we sit and we reminisce and we look at those photos and we enjoy some types of our memorabilia. And I do want to give you an update because some of you and I have been talking about this corner that I've been trying to resolve. And look here, how beautiful. I have a new lamp, and it's from lights.com. They came through for me and sent me a lamp to solve my problem here in the corner. I needed something to really give me extra lighting and also really something beautiful but not overdone, and this was perfect. And it's actually a new collection that they have. It's called the Laurel Glass Cylinder Lamp, and they have different styles in this collection. I think they have this floor lamp. They also have some table lamps, and they come in the satin brass, but this is the polished nickel. You all know I love that nickel, so it really is beautiful. I love that I can control the ambiance, as you can see, and you'll notice a lot of my lamps, I have that dual function so that I can adjust my ambiance. That really is helpful, especially in a space like this where we like to lounge and look at photo albums and different things like that. So I'll be sure to put the link to lights.com below. Definitely check it out. This line is so sophisticated and beautiful. I am obsessed with this lamp, and it really is what I needed in this corner. So thanks to lights.com for solving this dilemma for me. It really is beautiful, and I am so excited about it. Now that we covered the ambiance, let's get back to the order, and let's start with those photo albums. Oftentimes I hear someone will say, you know, I really want to take my time and I want to scrapbook my photos, and they really want to invest a lot of just kind of their time and energy into really celebrating their photography and the things that they have collected over their lives as far as photography. And I understand that, been there myself. But the reality is scrapbooking takes a lot of effort and time for only a few amount of pictures. And oftentimes throughout our lifetime, we have tons of photos. And so what I recommend is to set up your system to have your photos beautifully organized so that you can enjoy them and still have that goal of scrapbooking, because you can always shop your photo albums for those photos. But give yourself the opportunity to organize all of your photos instead of keeping them in boxes and bins and kind of Ziploc bags. You know, you want to bring them all to one area. You want to get them sorted according to how you want to categorize your photos. And I can do another video on that specifically. Let me know in the comments if you're interested in that. And that way you at least know that as you go through your life currently, you can enjoy your photos. Now, I know we do so many things digitally now, but I am one that loves photos. I love to have that tangible photo that I know my grandmother actually touched. It's just a beautiful thing to sit around and flip through a book and not through your phone or anything like that. So we love that, especially, you know, when we have family and friends up. Now, this other set here, these right here are where we keep some photos, typically those that are larger, like 8x10s and things like that, that won't fit in a typical album, and you'll have a lot of those. But then we also keep our memorabilia, those things that we keep from when we went on vacation. Also, we keep things like our kids when they were teenagers and they had their jobs at Six Flags and things like that. We keep their badges and things like that because it's fun for their children to then look at that and see kind of where they worked, and it's just fun to flip through and look at. And so the great thing about it, it's in a communal place. We're able to look at it and spark so much joy from just being able to flip through memorabilia, and it really adds a lot to our home. For example, this address that was handwritten and given to us when we were stuck in Athens, Greece, there was kind of a weather disaster where they shut down all travel in Europe, and Mike and I were in the middle of traveling. And so this hotel took such good care of us. They washed our clothes. They fed us at no cost. They took us in and really treated us for, I think, a week or two that we had to be stranded there. And they didn't know us from anybody. And they really, every time I see this handwritten piece of paper that someone gave us, it reminds me of just how many great people are in this world and caring people. So that's just a special memory for me. And these are from Hobby Lobby, by the way, and you can buy them and put your own sheets in, which is great because you can adjust to 8x10s or 4x6s, whatever you need. So I really love those. So as we know, memorabilia is not just paper. It is those things like trophies, and it can even be a dish here. These are actually pieces from my grandmother's china, and it's over 70 years old. She's no longer here, but when she passed away, all of us got kind of one or two pieces, and these are the two pieces that I got. And it's really special because I always remember when I went to my grandmother Estelle's house, in her dining room, she kept an immaculate home, and in her dining room, the first thing you would see in her china cabinet is all this beautiful china that she got from Okinawa. And it reminds me of my childhood going to grandma's all the time. That if you had to say one thing that you remember about her house, this was it. And so, I recently refreshed my dining room, and so I want to frame these. So I'm going to frame these and hang those in the dining room so that they really complement the space. Of course, they're in that gray that coordinates with a lot of things in my home, so that's perfect. But then it really is showcasing this in a beautiful way. And so if you have those pieces such as this or your mother's china, you can take one or two pieces and really kind of add them in your home along with other things. Use it as decorative accessories. If you have different things that are, kind of larger pieces, how can you incorporate those into your home decor? And now let's talk digital, because a lot of times your kids can come home every day with artwork and we feel an obligation to keep it because your kid made it for you, so you can't get rid of it, right? Well, you don't have to keep everything. And that's what really will relieve you with the digital part here, because take photos. Simply snap photos when they come in with the artwork, and there you have a digital copy. You have not gotten rid of it, you've just made it digital. That way you don't have to keep the paper copy, and you can always reference this anywhere you go. For years to come, you will have all of their artwork. Save it in a special folder on your phone or on your computer, and it really can be a special way to keep these types of memories. And then just keep a few of the tangible ones. And I would get a folder for each school year and only keep 3 to 5 pieces per year. And for the paper copies that you keep for your kids, whether it's their report cards and 1 or 2 pieces of artwork, set up a file, kindergarten to 12th grade, and then every year keep every report card if you want, and then keep maybe 1 to 2 pieces of the artwork. And you only need 1 file per, for all your kids. So all their kindergarten work is in the kindergarten folder, and then you separate the kid within that folder with a paper clip. And so it's just a simplified way to keep it. And friends, another tip that is one of the most important tips is to document the memorabilia. And what I mean by that is, for those pieces that you have, sit down and just, even if it's a short paragraph, type out what the meaning of that piece is. Because if you have that china or you have that piece of jewelry, what is the meaning behind that? Because you want to leave that for your legacy and for your memories, for you when you look at it, to kind of be able to remember the memory. So for example, these 2 boxes are decorative boxes. You've seen them. They've been on my kind of built in my bedroom for years, but they have a purpose. And every time I look over here, they make me happy because I know what's in them. The first box here houses Mike's grandmother's apron that my mother-in-law and father-in-law gave me. And it is so special to me. What they did was they took one of her aprons and they had my name, or my initial rather, monogrammed in green, my favorite color, in the center there. And Mike's grandmother's no longer with us, but that woman, oh my goodness, you're talking about maintain the most organized, beautiful home. She did not play with her home. Even up to the age of 90, she did not play. And so it stays in here, but I don't see it. But when I look over there, I know it's in there, and it just makes me feel so good. But it goes back to when they gave it to me, they documented the memory. They told me the history of the apron and how she used it and the things she cooked in it. And it really connected me to this apron and had me in tears, by the way. But it is a beautiful way to really connect with all of your memorabilia by documenting. So it's just such a huge impact. And so by storing it in the box here, I still enjoy it in my home. It's not providing clutter, and no one knows it's there. You just simply see two decorative boxes, but you have no clue what is in it. Now in the second box, this is actually the dress, my mom's maternity dress that she wore all the time when she was pregnant with me. So you know it's over 50 years old. So it is so special to me. And again, it has a home in my home. It doesn't take up space that's kind of providing clutter for me. But when I wake up in the morning and I look at the built-in and see these two books, I have that special connection with those two pieces of decorative accessories because I know what's inside of them and I know the memories that are tied to it. And so it's about kind of celebrating the different things and keeping those memories around you that really are special to you, and the things that you're keeping because you feel obligated to keep, it's time to pass them on. And so you can really enjoy the things that you're holding on to and the good memories that you're holding on to. So friends, I hope you've enjoyed the tips that I shared with you today. I have so many more tips on this subject matter. So let me know in the comments if you really want to see more videos on different types of memorabilia and how to organize them in more detail, because I have so much to share on this subject. I hope that you all are doing great. I will put that lights.com link below. Check it out. Have a beautiful day, my friends. I will see you at the next video. And this is Nikki saying goodbye.